to like, you know,
Interesting.
I don't know. Is there only 6 people racing? Really? Well, that's gonna be interesting.
This is just like our Sunday Night League that we used to in.
Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
boys and girls, welcome to the stream. I'll be honest with you. What time is it? 7:57. We never knew till like a minute or two ago that they were gonna be like racing right now, so they are on the first lap. So yeah, like I said, we never knew at all. They like told us basically right before they were gonna race. So I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
Did they qualify?
Yeah, I guess it didn't have any times or anything, but
Oh. I wonder if Nate forgot to change cars.
no, he's a 21.
Oh, he moved to the 21.
Yeah, it was a little thing where you don't have to be the same manufacturer now
Oh, nice.
for
Oh, as we pass for the lead with the 24 going underneath the 3 car here. They probably
yeah.
didn't see it. Are you in yet?
No, I'm in. They
Okay.
they were seeing it. Unfortunately, the 21 the 21 couldn't get past the 3 car. But like I said, welcome. As my Wi-Fi is not acting that great today, at least for my phone. So I'm gonna try to do something with that because I want to make sure I stay on top of strategies and all that fun stuff. But I feel like we didn't give like much of a proper intro, even though we see the 9, 3, and 21 basically go through while going to turns 3 and 4. But stuff has happened since last time. I don't know if we had people join, but we have some people left the league, from my understanding of it. But and also something different. I know I didn't mention what track it was next week because I had no idea where they were going next week. But they were supposed to be going to Texas. Tuesday, they moved it to Michigan for whatever reason. As we see the 21 try to take away the lead from the 24, who's in the Gordon car. Which is like, I think the first time we've seen that, unless he did a Daytona race.
No, the 21 clears the 24.
Yeah, the 3 just moves the...
Contact.
Oh, the 3 is around and collects the 9 car.
Brake
That's going to be caution. The 6 avoids it. The 22 avoids it, but that's a caution. I don't know. Is that... Yeah, that's a game caution.
I think the 3 had a really good run into turn 3 and then got into the back of the 24, which generally if you get into the back of somebody that makes you more squirrely. So then I bet you he hit the back of him and he was already on the apron, which that completely just sent him around and took the 9 with him.
Yeah, honestly, I can definitely believe that it does happen a lot. I feel like all this organized because I was not ready for us to having the stream so early at all. So I never felt like I had time to prepare or anything or ask like any pre-race things, but I'm gonna go ahead with one I was gonna do anyways. Like you said though, JB, that when you hit somebody in the rear anyways, even at other tracks it happens at a lot of tracks honestly in this game, but it also happens at Michigan too. Would you mind maybe explaining to the people watching in the future, because there's nobody watching right now, things about the track and what they should look out for?
Well, here at this racetrack, you really want to stay off the apron, but sometimes you can use it a little bit. It's more helpful at Auto Club than it is here, but generally it's a danger zone. But for the most part, you want to stick to the bottom, try and be a bottom feeder for this race. You can't really get much going on the outside line unless the inside line really gets slowed up. But primarily, you want to get into the corner really nice, get in there smooth, don't drive it in too deep, and then just roll the center and come off the corner. Here, honestly, if you can get a middle line coming off the corner, you can get a better run on the exit, which will help you immensely. But yeah, just for the most part, just try, and honestly in this game, you want to stay with a partner because being in draft is the best thing to do at this track. But as you saw there, turns 3 and 4, the 21 actually you can use it in the beginning of a run. When you have fresh tires, your car is probably set up a little tighter to start, your car's going to handle good. But later in that run, you do not want to touch that apron.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think another thing that, worth mentioning is coming off of turn 2 later in the run, how loose cars can get, as we see the 3 trying to take the lead from the 24, who's on a 2-race winning streak in this league, winning both Vegas and Auto Club.
Honestly, just like I said, the 24 had a small or a decent gap. I wouldn't say it was really big, but that draft man brought him right back up to him. And now you see the 21 trying to push the 24 around the 3.
Yeah. I mentioned cars leaving the whole league and all that earlier on this stream. One of those people being the teammates of the 24-21 being the 48 car, who you would usually see up front with them and trying to work together and all that. So, did the 6 just go around? The 6 just got around, or went around. And just like you said, that apron's a dangerous place. He clipped the apron, he just got turned right around.
Not good. Oh, as we have a 2x2 battle here for the lead. Oh, the 9 car is so high. Holy cow. You don't want to be up there.
No, not in this game at all. Granted, not really much even in real life either. Because you can, that's a lot of dirty things. If I'm not mistaken, dirty pieces of rubber, dust, or whatever. And your car can just get really loose and hit the wall. It's not going to be like that in this game, but I mean, it's still not the greatest place to go, on the highest line.
I'm impressed that 21 has yet to spin by hitting that apron.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends. It depends for each car. If the car's a little loose on the beginning of the run, as you're acting like that because of the fact of what the 3 did. I mean, 3 about almost spun out as he actually goes on the 21's outside to try to actually go for a double pass here. Gets on the inside of the 24 car, but
they've been really, really aggressive. Holy cow.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but when you were describing the track, I don't know if it was him who made it 3 wide. It was him or the 9 car that basically made it 3 wide. It might have been the 9, but the 21 was bouncing off of both of them. It still didn't wreck.
Oh.
Yeah, as we see, the 21 and 24 now have a good turn and go entry in the corner because they. Yeah. The only thing was though. Oh, this camera is broken. I don't know why that camera is like that.
Yeah, there's one camera view that's really messed up. I don't quite know why it's doing it, but...
I don't know why either.
Was it focusing back towards turn 2? Is that what it was doing?
Exit 2, yeah.
Yeah. I had that a couple times. I got off that camera because of that.
Well, let's see what happens. Let's see. I do want to look to see where the 6 car is at. He's going off turn 4, it looks like. Yeah. Like I mentioned before, he hit the apron on turn in turns 3 and 4, and it spun him out. And I think with a decent amount of leads in general, a spin doesn't do anything. Or a spin doesn't do anything. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for a caution, so.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now too. Let's go. I mentioned this before in probably a different stream or whatever. But for whatever reason, ever since the PlayStation Party update, it's done that for me quite a few times. Don't know why, but it has. So we're gonna have to bear with that as the season progresses. Whoa. Assuming that we do stay here. Oh, did the 3 just pull a tight block on the 21?
A little bit.
Yeah, it seemed like
pretty tight.
Yeah. Somebody though. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say somebody that I feel like we don't see up front most often is the 9 car up here being the 4. I think the 3 car was the 41 before they were able to change numbers. But and I mean the 41 when he was in the 41 car he was fast too. But yeah.
Very true. I tell you what. Whew.
Oh, the three cars on the complete inside. He got really loose off that corner. He lost. He's all the way back to third.
I'm thinking he picked a loose slider. No wonder he has a good short run car. Now this could really, really affect him for the rest of this run if he's getting that loose already. I don't really feel like they've ran that much.
Yeah, they still have 12 laps to go for fuel run at least. So yeah, and actually they have 12 laps to go in the stage too. So if they save enough, they can make it through the whole run. So you might not want to pit. The only person I can see pitting that will probably have to pit is the 6 car, because, I mean, I don't know if he's the greatest at tire management, but he also spun out, so that does not help either.
Oh, yeah, 24.
Oh, the 24. Wow, and he collects 2 more cars. Now,
that apron.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at my phone now. He collected that apron, collected the other 2. It was just... Well, it was unfortunate circumstances, honestly.
Well, that throws strategy out the window.
That really does throw strategy out the window, too. So, at least on the bright side, though, the 6 car is able to get back to the pack.
That's true.
Yeah.
I also think that gives the 3 a chance to adjust on his car, hopefully help with that looseness.
Yeah. You know, one thing I really wanted to, I guess, I just thought of this, but I don't think I really have much of a chance to think of anything for pre-race, because obviously the stuff I mentioned before. But I told you this, JB, but you guys, if you guys watched it, have already know. We've run from Auto Club. Oh, the 22 stayed out. No, he pitted. No, he pitted. He just did strategy with that. That's interesting. But one thing I would like to mention too is that last week was Auto Club, a 2-mile track. Now we go to Michigan. Oh, the 21 just... Wow. But I'm interested... Oh, the 22 is going up the track. Yeah, he just lost all that track position. But what do you think? But I would like to ask you this: what do you think are differences? Like, there are differences between this 2-mile track as a Michigan and then Auto Club. Like, yeah, what are some differences that can really play a factor?
Well, the tracks themselves, the front straightaway is quite similar, and same with the backstretch, but the turns to me are completely different. Here at Michigan, as we see,
and the 9 just died.
Oh, and the
9 died, yeah.
Oh, that's another caution, I would presume.
I would assume that's a caution in general, but it looks like there's... Yeah, that looks like another caution. Yeah.
But the big thing the big difference is that here at Michigan, in turns 1 and 2, here, you're not out of the throttle as long as you would be for Auto Club. And for Auto Club, you really got to try and really stick it to the bottom there and then just try and glide it back up off the corner. Whereas here at Michigan, you can get in pretty deep, honestly, and then hit the center apex of the corner and just gun it right up off the corner, and it will just carry you the whole way down the back straightaway. Whereas at Auto Club, sometimes you have to burp the throttle. You can run a middle lane because that's an option for you there. You have more options. And then turns 3 and 4 here, if you have the right car set up, you can almost run it completely flat foot. At Auto Club, that is not a smart idea. Turns 3 and 4 at Auto Club is where you can really make up some good time. If you can get a really good line going through there, and even if you can use the apron, it can help you even more.
Yeah, I feel like another key factor in the, like, that's the difference. I feel like both tracks are really draft dependent, but I feel like it's kind of harder to get away from the draft at Michigan, as we see the 21 just completely block the 3 on the inside lane. But I feel like it's harder to break away from the draft, or even break away from the draft, or even lose the draft at Michigan and Auto Club.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen these guys. I mean, Auto Club, people were just the 24 and the 48. Basically, those 2 guys were a 2-car tandem. They were able to pull away kind of with ease. That the 24, he doesn't have a 48 car, but he does have the 21. They're not able to pull away. The 3 car is battling as the 3 car gets up in that. more than outside wall. The 22 hits the outside wall a team bit, or taps it. For anybody wondering, I mean, JB might even be wondering this too, but anybody wondering why I asked JB a lot of this stuff is mainly because, one, I feel like I'm the, like, whoever commentator is, I forgot what they're called.
See,
play-by-play, kind of?
Yeah, you're the commentator, I'm the analyst.
Well, it's not even that, but it's also you ran more leagues than me, you've raced more races here in general, more experience. Yeah, the 24 just hit the 21, his teammate. The 3 just gave a little mini pack to the 24 car going into that corner too. Don't know if he necessarily realized it. Yeah, they're racing really aggressive, especially for a 6-car race. And I'll be honest with you, I watched Auto Club that had a little more cars than this, and I'll tell you what, this is, right now, with how aggressive these guys are, they're like putting on a little bit better racing.
Oh, that's just a product of, as the 3 tried to squeeze it below the 24, there was no room there. I thought he was trying it again. But
I thought the 9 car was trying to make it 3 wide.
That's just honestly a product of Michigan, where this track, it's so draft dependent that all the guys run so much closer together, as long as you're in that draft.
Right. As we see the 3 car just give a little bit of a push before entering the corner to the 21. To 21? No, nothing happened. The 3 car almost just hit the 21. He might have on his screen. I don't know exactly.
The 9 car got to his inside now.
Yeah, the 24 almost hit the 21 coming off the apron there.
I think that was the end of the stage.
Yeah, that was the end of the stage. That makes a lot more sense, actually. The 21 won the stage.
Wow.
The 21 won the stage by that much. I'm sorry, we did not realize that. There was just a lot of things going on, yeah. But yeah, the 24 finishes second. I think it would be the 9 car finishing third. Fourth would be the 3 car. 5th is the 22. 6th is the 6 car. Fitting, I guess. That's a little fitting. But
you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the 3 car did not finish third, but that's whatever. The 3 car lost a position to the 22 on that pit stop.
Interesting.
But other than that, the order stayed the same, but we do this as we go back green here in Michigan. The 3 car already passed the 22 car going on the inside. That's kind of a product of the outside being the outside, but I feel like the 3 car just has a better car than the 22 in general. It almost looks like the 9 car got a little bit loose coming off the 2.
Inside of the 21. Interesting line choice for the 9 here.
It seems like he's been trying to... Oh, the 3 car, I think, just made it 3 wide there. But it seems like the 9 car has tried using the high lane for most of this race, as we have a 3 wide battle for the lead. The 3 car, 24 and 21. Who would the 9 try to push? Well,
on the wall there.
Yeah, I think he decided to push the wall there. I don't know if the wall moved on that, though.
If he was in here, he would confirm that the wall does not move for us.
Yeah. I don't think he would get the joke, though, either. We're still 3 wide for the lead. The 20. I think they're about to clear the 21, though, at least going into this corner. Unless the 21 can really hold it. Oh, they're 3 wide behind them, too. The 22, 6, and the 9. Oh, that's racing right there. That's the racing we love to see.
Holy cow.
If the 22 almost just hitting the grass, and if that was real life, might have killed the splitter.
Oh! They're moving around. Oh, lordy,
oh gosh, this is like... Man, they're about moving around worse than what you guys were, like, in, like, first stage. Like, at least in the pack, not you. Like, obviously, you were not in the pack, but...
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, they were moving around.
Time.
Yeah. But I mean, these guys are really moving around, and they're not giving an inch to each other.
I'll tell you what. That 21 car right now, he is rolling through the center of that corner so good. I thought he was going to jump to the outside of the 24 right there and just go right around him. That's how smooth that car looked right there.
Yeah. Will the 21 try to make it 3 wide? No.
They're being aggressive.
They are being very aggressive, and I like that, but it's also producing cautions, which makes this race, technically with this game, it makes the races go by a little quicker, so that's dope.
True.
But yeah, I mean, they're going by quicker. And I'll tell you what, though. Yeah, we had a few cautions, but it seems like the drivers, for the most part, have prepared a decent amount for this race, considering that the schedule changed like 2 days before the race actually did, or it was announced.
I'm pretty happy that the 6 and the 22 are now back up here as well.
Yeah, I think that battling really just brought them back up here. As the 2 tries to look on the inside of the 9 car.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
My camera angle broke.
Yeah, mine too. I tried switching to anybody I could. That just did not work out well. But we see here the 3 car is leading. He's led a few laps right now as the 24 is trying to get under him. But the 3 car, I think, wants the inside lane, so he's probably going to protect that.
Well, the 21 jumps to the outside.
He jumps outside of his teammate. But, I mean, even though he's leading, obviously, like we mentioned before with the draft, they are definitely staying together right now. So that is definitely a great sign to see for racing in general. Oh, the 24 looks to go on his inside. And he just got blocked.
Oh, there he is.
The 3 car blocked him and hit him. It was just a product of aggressive blocking. The 21 takes the lead, though, as a result of all that. I don't know if what the 3 car was intentional or not. I don't think he was, because unless they're just... Yeah, I don't think it was intentional, but it's just how that played out.
I agree, but we all know that's not going to make that 24 happy.
No, I mean, I'll be honest. I think it will not make anybody happy at this point with how aggressive each person has been racing. So, I do want to mention here, with the fact that all this happened, it just basically broke everything up. I said with the draft how it's not easy to break away from it, but things like this is one of the only ways you can really break away from it. Like somebody nearly wrecking it and all that. You definitely...
Find out. Oh, God.
Yeah, I can definitely, break away from it. We'll see, I think you're gonna say this. We'll see though if the 9 and 3 car can catch up to the 21 car. It also depends on if they, and it depends on if they're gonna work together as well. If they don't work together, then the 21's gonna pull away, because no matter what, as they're side by side, no matter what, if they're gonna try to pass one another, that's just only gonna allow the 24, maybe people behind the 6 and 22 to catch up, but it's only gonna allow the 21 to pull away.
I was gonna say, we're about to see how good of a car the 21 has, and the 24, honestly. See whether he can get back up to those other guys, pass them, and try and track down the 21. But 21 looks to be pretty stout right now, and something else that I thought about while you were talking is that in this game, with the draft especially, the draft only becomes effective if you're within 0.3 of a second of the person in front of you, or the person behind you is within 0.3 of a second. So with him getting out there, I feel like he got just past that barrier, and that's why he's able to pull away right now, especially with the 3 and the 9 car battling as hard as they were right there. That's why he's pulling away.
Yeah, now the 21 car is a good car, but obviously that battling between the 9 and 3, that did not help at all for them to. And it is allowing the 24 car to just catch right back up. I'm pretty sure he'll be in that draft in a little bit. And I'll be interested to see whether the 24... Oh, the 9 car just got loose off that corner. He took off on the inside. Yeah, he lost a lot of time. He's actually with the 6 car now.
24 car moved up to 3rd place now.
Now this is where things get interesting. Because I feel like it would have been a different situation if the 9 was with the 3 and 24, but it's just them 2 now. So will the 24... maybe get a little bit of revenge, or will he try to keep it cool and try to work with the 3 to catch back up to the 21 car?
Oh, well, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I thought the 3 car was going to hit the wall there. But we'll definitely see. The 24's got to get to the 3 first before anything can really happen with that, but...
Yeah. I'll be honest, we did talk about how good the 21 car is. But I'll be honest, it doesn't seem like he's pulling away now. I don't think the gap's really opening or closing much. If anything, it might be closing a teeny bit. But I think the 3 car does also have a very good car as well. I mean, obviously he does, but it seems like he's might be closing it a teeny bit, but he's not really much letting that gap get away.
Way it seems to me right now, I think that 3 car is catching up a decent amount at the moment. Maybe, I think he had a really good short run car there at the beginning, and I think he adjusted for that now. Maybe he has swung to the long run side, because we haven't really seen this long of a run yet, I don't believe so.
I don't think so either.
We're really going to see who has a strong car here.
Yeah.
It definitely seems like that 3 car is catching the 21 now, as that gap looks to be getting smaller and smaller.
It almost seems like the 3 car has the fastest car on the track right now, I'll be honest. He's pulling away from the 24 as well. And the 9 is not even catching up to the 24 either. Yeah, I mean, I think the 3 car right now has the best car on the track.
I think as we speak, I think the 3 car is catching the 21 and the 24 is catching the 21, but that 3 car is catching him at a way higher pace than what the 24 is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think he's definitely, I think he might be a little closer to he's about almost as close to, or closer to the 21 as he is to the 24 car. So, yeah, I mean, looking on the 24 stream that he is 8 tenths behind behind second, and the 3 cars 8 tenths behind the leader. So I mean, it's basically split even there.
Interesting. How many laps do they have left in the stage for fuel? That's what I'm interested in.
It looks like 8. Yeah, I think it's 8. Yeah,
that 3. How much fuel do they have? Do they have enough to make it or no?
Oh no, they have 8 laps. I don't know what lap it will be. I will be able to check here in just a second, but yeah, no, they're gonna have to make a pit stop. So I guess okay. it would be interesting. That's not, we see the 9 on pit road right now. Actually, he's making his pit stop.
Okay. Cool.
So he's gonna try to do some strategy here. Something happened with the 6 car because he's on the front stretch. Either he already pitted or he spun out.
He might have spun out because how loose. Oh, it seems like the 21 is coming this lap.
Yeah,
the 24 is coming this lap as well.
Yeah, we'll see how this works with them as opposed to in the 3 car. We'll see how far back the 3 car is going to be.
I think the 24 gained quite a bit of time on pit entry right there.
Yeah. Almost seems like it.
I don't think he was speeding, though.
I did not know either. I guess it'll also be interesting to see how much gas they put in. If they're going to know to put in, you know, only as much as they need or whatever the case may be, but yeah. Yeah, the 3 is going that pit road right now.
I think the 21 gain time on the 24 there at 3 pit stops.
I wonder, that almost makes me wonder if the 21 actually got a little bit of a better pit stop. But it looks like if I had to assume the 22 is out in the lead, I don't think he made his pit stop yet. The 6 car still hasn't made his pit stop yet. So, if I had to assume the 21's coming right to the tribals, coming to the start-finish line, he might, I think he's going to cycle back as the leader. It's 3, we see the 3 coming off of pit road.
Is the 3 going to lose a spot to the 24? Maybe.
Well, he probably will. Yeah, he probably will. Now the question is, will they work together? Because I mean, that's the only way they're gonna catch the 21 car. They have to work together. But I don't know if the 3 car's gonna necessarily want to work with them. Yeah, it doesn't even look like it. I'm not gonna lie here. It just kind of bothers me that they're not working, or that the 3 car doesn't kind of want to work with them. Because the only way to catch the 21 is to work together and to use that draft. Granted, it doesn't always work, but that's your best shot at this point. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he wants to do it. Alright, it seems like he's doing it now, at least on the backstretch. So maybe he is going to. And that is the case, then that is what you love to see. Somebody still hasn't pitted, and it looks like the 6 car is still on track. So he's just going to try to wait to see if there's a caution or not. But yeah, it definitely does look like the 3 cars drafting with the 24. So we will see if they catch up to the 21, but I think they are a little bit. It almost looks like it. Unfortunately for the 9, I don't think pitting early did him much any good. He was not able to get back to the other 2, but I'm pretty sure he was too far behind for that to work anyways. 6 are still on track, so right now the 21 isn't necessarily the leader, but he will cycle back once pit stops are completed. Yeah, I think they are catching. Well, they might be catching him. Looking on the stream, they're only 1.5 seconds behind the 21. But I saw like a lap or 2 before they were only 1.6. It's a 10th, but it isn't like gonna do anything.
Yeah, little by little they're gaining, but not enough to mean.
Yeah, and here's the thing with the draft too. Like to really catch somebody up here, it would really benefit you if the people who are drafting with each other, if there was like 4 or 5 as opposed to 1, because it almost seems like a 2-car tango. It's better, but not by much.
You have to have 2 cars that are set up very similar and have 2 similar guys with 2 similar driving styles to really get a 2-car tandem working at a track like this.
Yeah, at least to catch somebody. Pull away from somebody. I mean, yeah, but I think it might... I don't know. I haven't raced many Michigan races to know if that will actually work, and some of the Michigan races I've only seen, or I've only raced with like 3 or 4 other cars so I don't completely know. As we ride along here with the 24 car, trying to catch up to the 21 car. The 3 car gets into him a little bit, but that, if I had to assume, is not on purpose. But yeah, right now the 21 cars just got this race under control, or at least this stage, as we come to 5 to go, or we already went through 5 to go, but yeah. So I forgot to necessarily mention this, as I wasn't completely focused on it, but the 6 car did end up hitting, so he's back on track. I don't know exactly if he's a lap down or not, but I don't think he is a lap down, but we ride along with the 21 car there, and I think we saw a car off in the distance. That was the 6. So obviously his strategy did not work at all, but I mean, where he was in the field, you had to try something. You had to try something new.
Yeah.
That's Nick. Whoa. 21 went on the apron there a little bit. I didn't know if it was going to spin him out, but with how he drove on the apron and got all 4 wheels on it, I mean, yeah, it didn't seem like he was going to.
Well, I've seen him do that a few times this race, and I'm just shocked that it's actually working and that he hasn't spun out yet. I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, it seems like he's able to go on the apron a few more extra laps than what you'd think. The gap is close to 0.8 tenths. If this 2-car tandem, like, actually, like, had this type of run before, like a couple laps before, they would be right back in it. Only problem is it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate, but that is basically a gap right there. It's most definitely close, but being 7/10 of a second, it's not gonna do much when you only have 2 laps to go in the stage. There's a 9. That's... Yeah, so we're running along with the 3 cars. The hood cam, I guess, has become the one to go in the stage. You can see how he's trying to do it. He's pushing them with all he has. And they're almost within the distance. If they had another lap or two, they could really, like, make something happen here. But I don't think they'll be able to. The 3 car got loose. The 21's trying to break the draft. Is there something wrong with the 3 car? It almost seems like there's something wrong because he was going really slow. Yeah, the 24...
Maybe he didn't take enough gas. Maybe he ran out.
Yeah, he's very slow. I don't think he took enough gas. But when you come to the line, the 24 is there, but the 21 will win the stage. Yeah, the 3 car is out of fuel. He is trying to coast to the line and beat the 9 car. As you see coming into the picture there. Well, the 3 car... Is the 3 car going to try to block this? Oh, no! Oh, he thought about it. But the 9 car was able to zoom past him. The 9 car gets third. Yeah, the 22 is going to finish 5th. I think they only wore stage points to top 5. I don't remember.
Is that the same exact stage order as the first stage?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, that is. So stage 1 and 2 were basically the same order. Interesting.
I think the reason that the 3 had less fuel is because the 21 and the 24 both pitted 1 lap before, so they probably had to take more fuel, but the 3 car probably was able to get it right on that mark where it was an even lap. But at this track, it's really hard to save fuel or just be able to stay on that same lap on fuel because of how much you're burning. So honestly, I was watching the 9 car there for some reason, and I thought they were the leader, as I was like, wow, the 21 and the 24 just dropped way back, but no.
No.
Bad camera angle.
Yeah. Going back green. I think another part of that, too, is that, for one, he didn't have... There wasn't, like, other people with him, so like, he couldn't just, like, hang back off him and draft him. There was only 1 car. And at the same time, he's trying to catch up to the leader, so he has to push and push if he wants to have a chance, and that was that. Yeah, but obviously stage 3 underway. We got the whole group back together. Let's hope what happened with the 3 car and the 24 doesn't continue to happen, or like the exact same scenario doesn't happen. The 24 looks like to be pinching the 3 a little bit. Oh, the 9 car, I think, tried to react to that because he thought something bad was going to happen. Something tells me the 24 is really not happy with the 3 right now, and that isn't because of the fact that the 24 car ended up sending a message in a group chat about it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. That's besides the point. I don't know. They could be cool. I have no idea. But it definitely seems on the...
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
But right now, it definitely... yeah, they're definitely gonna be running each other hard. Also, I referenced the 48 potentially or leaving the league. He asked me, I think, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, if I wanted him to, he could come in the broadcast booth. I was like, or I waited a day because I meant to ask you, just never did it yet. And I asked him finally like an hour before the race. I think he will, but he just had stuff going on and he didn't get, but he never messaged me until after the race started. So it seems like we might have 3 full-time people in the booth. That'll be cool as long as we, get more people here. Oh yeah, the 3 car just took the lead took the lead. I was not focused on them. I think I was focused on the 9. So I did not get to see.
Got dove in a little bit deeper than the 3. Got into the 3 a little bit there. That's how that happened there.
3 got into the 21, or 21 got into the 3?
21 got into the 3.
Okay. Yeah, side by side for the lead, the 24 and 3 car. I don't think they're necessarily friends right now. Right now, the 3 car is going to lead that lap.
I'm surprised that the 21 is helping the 3.
I'm surprised about that too, considering the 21 and 24 teammates. Because you can be teammates now and not have to be the same manufacturer, because that's how the rules are. But the 24 is still going to be able to get right to the 3 car. Unfortunately, side drafting doesn't work unless you really hit the car that you're trying to side draft. But he still stuck with him. They did touch going in that corner, obviously. But it's 2x2 coming out of turn 4. It would have not been 2x2 had the 9 been with the 24, because the 21 was still by the 3 pushing them.
I'm going to be honest. This is quite impressive that the 24 has able... Actually, he's going to clear them. Was able to stick on the bottom and stay alongside with that 3 with 2 other cars pushing that 3 car. That is quite impressive.
Yeah. I think the 9 car helped a little bit. Oh, the 3 car is going to go on his inside. Oh, he's going to try to... Yeah, the 3 car went up the track a little bit. Bet you he probably hit the apron. Or he just... I don't think he was able to make a stick in general. Oh, they might touch again. I don't know what that was about. Granted...
People to get mad.
Yeah, I think it looked like the 3 car got a little bit loose. Or was swerving a teeny bit. But the 24 was also on part of the apron.
Whoa! 21 and the 24 bounce off each other off the corner there.
At that moment, my camera angle decided to break a little bit, so I was not able to see any of that. That was unfortunate. Actually, I could rewind it, though, to see what really happened.
The 24 was on the high side. He got loose, came down, and the 21 was coming up at the same time.
Yeah.
They just bounced off each other.
Yeah. Alright, so they should be able to reel him back in. I don't think they won't be able to, because they are still close enough, and it's 3 cars, as long as they work together. Knowing the 24-21 will at least try to, I do not know about the 9. But at least the 24-21 should be able to work together. So, they should be able to catch up. We'll see how long it takes, if they're even able to. Yeah, I think they are all working together. 3 cars are better than 2, so you know what? They're just gonna catch up that more quickly. As long as the 9 car helps at least push the 21 a little bit. If he doesn't, it'll still improve. It's still better than 2 cars, but it's not gonna help as much. Oh, it also doesn't help as much. Yeah, that doesn't. I was gonna say that it doesn't help with the 21 hitting the wall either. That just ruins that kinetic energy of the cars or whatever. I try to make up a sciencey term, but apparently I'm too dumb for that. I don't know. I'm not even in a science class this year, so you know what? I'll just make that excuse.
Huh, that's nice. I guess, well, are you a senior?
I am a senior. I only needed 6 credits, but each semester was a credit for me. I think so, fun fact that you guys probably didn't know, nor do you, might not even care. For my first year of high school, the school was in Illinois, but in between freshman year and sophomore year, they actually switched to Indiana, because I live right by the border of Illinois and Indiana. So yeah, I think part of that, when that happened, they switched some class names and in a semester, or how many credits each semester is. It used to be half credit for a semester, now it's 1 credit and 2 credits for the whole year. But you know, a little history there is, I mean, that wastes a little more time, but now the 24 and 21 caught up to the 3. They left the 9 behind. The 9 car, I think, just spun out, going off the turn. Did he just go back on track? He just collected the 22. He just caused a wreck. What was that about?
I'm not sure. Well, see, are they still involved? No, they're not. I
They
don't know.
raced back to the line, I'm pretty sure. No, they raced back to the line. So they should be slowing up. They should be.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. But it looked like to me that the 9 car purposely went back out on track. He turned his car. Like it looked like his wheel was more shifted to the right there. But I'll have to actually look back at my own stream for this. And I'm gonna do that.
I only saw it at the very, very tail end when the 22 hit him. But I saw that he was back on track. I don't know how he got back on track, but it'll be definitely interesting.
Yeah, it will be interesting. I'm gonna look, because I don't want to be wrong on this, because I'll feel bad if I'm wrong and just start putting unnecessary blame on somebody. But yeah. So they're probably gonna come to pit road here. I'm gonna have to slow this down a little bit, playback speed of my stream here. But yeah, everybody's gonna come down pit road. And yeah. We're gonna put this at half speed. Actually, no, we're gonna do the score speed. So, oh, that's, I don't know why I try to do captions or anything with captions. Well, looks like I'm not able to hear JB, so I'm gonna wait on that a second before I say anything, because I want JB to also hear this. JB, can you hear me? JB? Right now I will analyze the play, or what happened here, as the 3 car looks to beat out the 24, followed by the 21 car. But the 3 car is now stopped. JB? Well, I'm gonna look back.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Hey,
That was a long one.
that was long. But yeah, it almost looked like the 9 car just pulled out on track. I would not be surprised if he did that on purpose. But yeah, the 9 car got loose coming off the corner because he was spinning out. That, I'm pretty sure, was not on purpose. But right on the part of the stream here, he was just going forward, coming back up the track while he was already dead. He either did that on purpose. Well, he didn't even do. He did it on purpose. But I think he. Yeah, I don't think he even made an attempt to actually get out of people's way. If anything, he either let his steering wheel stay where it's at, or he just intentionally tried to cause a caution. If I'm being honest here. Because he had a chance to. I'm right at the camera angle where he had a chance to. If he was able to communicate as we go back under green here. And the 24 actually has a very good start. The 9 car, even though he was in the wreck, he's starting second. I don't know how the rules go with that, but it is what it is. They touch, I think, a teeny bit. Either that or they just, had a little bit of a reaction going off the corner. But the 9 car looks like to be challenging the 24 for the lead. And might actually take it going into the corner with the help of the 3 car, maybe. Or at least trying to bring the 3 car with. But yeah, so I'm on the screen here where the 9 car has the chance to pull it down onto the apron. But he doesn't move anything. He just continues to go straight to the wall like he just given everything up.
Huh. Interesting.
And the 22, I think he knew the 22 6-car were coming right there, so yeah. That would be interesting to see. Or, for everything to happen, I guess. Or, I don't know. It would be interesting after the race what will happen, but yeah. As we have 3 wide for the lead. Oh, the 9 hit. Oh, the 9, 21's in the grass. 9's spun around. The 21's actually spun around now, too. That should bring out a caution. Either game caution or... I think this did bring out game caution. They are going very slow. No, that's going to bring up a regular caution. I think the 21 was expecting a game caution. But that should bring out a caution as they race back to the line, because they race back to the line in this league, which I mean, I won't lie, I'm not completely a fan of it. But you know what? I'm fine with it. I'm fine with them doing that. But 24 across the line, 3 car will be right behind them. They should be slowing down now, waiting for the whole field to catch up.
There we go.
Which they are doing. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was more of a product of them just racing and just accidentally colliding with each other. Like, I'm not gonna analyze that because I don't think I necessarily need to. But I'm gonna just go off of that. 21 is really behind. What is this? Well, you know what also sucks is that with like without no pre-race show or whatever, man, we never even got to talk about the biggest headline basically going into this race, which would the 24 car be able to make it 3 wins in a row going into Michigan?
It's true.
Yeah, I mean he won at Auto Club. So, I mean, obviously mainly JB, I did some of it, but it was mainly JB, discussed the differences between the 2 tracks. But they're still similar. Like JB pointed out, the front stretch, back stretch are similar. So, there's that.
Although, Michigan has more recently been paved in real life, and with this game they went a little ultra over dramatic with the bumps on the backstretch of Auto Club, so
yeah.
Michigan does not have that, but
yeah, it's smoother, but still yeah, a little similar. So I looked on the 24 stream. So it looks like when they come out pit road, they're gonna be right on the number. So if this goes green all the way to the end, it's gonna come down to who can manage their fuel the best. Or will everybody try to split this stage because they think that they won't be able to actually manage their fuel the best? It's possible. Me and JB know a guy who could do it, and I feel like I can maybe do it as long as I don't get my math screwed up. That's besides the point. It's possible, but it's hard to do so. Oh, also for people who don't know, it is choose rule. So. Yeah.
I don't know if they'll see that message or not, but
wow, I don't know what message you're talking about. It is what it is. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Here, going into this final restart, almost looks like the 21 went on the inside of 22 on accident. I think there's beef there. I think that was just more of an accident. Yeah, 22 leader, 3 car was second, chose the outside lane. 22 car was actually the 3rd car in line, chose the outside, and then yeah. But going to the Geico restart zone, green flag back in the air at Michigan. The outside lane did not get going at all, aside from the 3 car. The 22 did not get a good start.
I'll tell you what, I think this is the first time we've seen the 6 crack the top 5. Or crack the top 4, sorry.
No, it was not. It's not necessarily the first time. Oh, the 6 car gets put in the wall by the 9. The 21 is around.
Oh my.
Will that bring a caution out? I don't know. Do they? I don't know if they have that rule where there can't be any cautions within like the first 2 laps or whatever. But that was just a bad block by the 9 car, if I'm being honest.
Yes.
He was to his quarter panel, like clearly to his quarter panel. I think they're slowing down. Yeah, they're slowing down. So that's unfortunate for the 29, and it seems like fuel strategy is going to go right out the window just like that, and not just hits the 24, whether on purpose or accident is to be seen. But yeah, that's just how it is. But yeah, the 20, yeah, that was like I said, it just seems like that was a bad block by the 9 car that put the 6 into the wall, and with the 6 car bounced off the wall and hit the 21, spun him out. That there's nothing the 6 could have done. He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yep, most definitely.
Alright, so I will take this time to talk about, I guess, give a little update on casting in general. Not necessarily with this league. It's more for the other league, because I obviously did or casted on the Tuesday league race, as we see everybody, well, probably everybody coming down pit road now. So like I said, I streamed Tuesdays, or I streamed the one race Tuesday, casted it with somebody. I am not a person who likes to cast by myself, and I don't know if the other person wants to continue casting. He was going to do it for the race, but I don't know if he's going to do it for every race. So I have no idea if he will or not, so there's a chance that I might not be commentating another race for Tuesday League for either quite some time or whatever. But we'll see what happens. But everybody gets out of pit road. The 24 is going to get a clear lead, followed by the 9 car, 3 car, 22, 6, and 21. So
Let's just hope my Tuesday race is better than this Tuesday race that we just had.
Yeah, if you guys haven't watched it, I'm going to give you guys a little spoiler alert. The dude next to me, JB, or virtually next to me, I guess, was the 88 car, and he had bad luck basically that whole race. I'm sorry for you, JB.
If you watch Trenton's stream, I tell you what, the one big wreck that the 18 and the 2 got together, you should hear me afterwards. I was seriously like, I was in one!
Oh yeah, there was one that you missed. I forgot about that.
Oh, and then there at the end, you guys weren't able to catch it all that well just because of the bad camera angles, but the 21 got put in the wall. That was me, but it wasn't my fault. But the reason I fell out of the draft... No, not even. Oh. It was... I went to go to the outside of the 19, and I clipped his right rear quarter panel when I did it, because he moved up. And, yeah. And then
this is different
the reason I dropped out of the draft is because I was trying to help him, or Nate get back in the drafts.
Yeah. But now we go back to the Geico restart zone. Oh, the outside line did not get going at all.
Big stack up.
That was a really big stack up.
In the right gear.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you. The 6 and 22 have been the last 2 cars this whole race. They were both starting on the outside as first and second on those respective lanes. So that wasn't necessarily the greatest recipe for success there, especially with a 3 car, or with 3 cars in each lane. But the 21 got around them. I think he'll be able to enter the other draft of the other group of cars.
Especially with them 3 racing really hard, I'm sure he'll get back up there. I think he has a good enough car to.
Oh, he already has.
Pass the 3 and the 9 car. 24, maybe.
He has the car for it. He definitely has the car for it.
I honestly could not tell you who has had the best car. I mean, the 21 won both stages, but that 3 car and the 24 car have constantly been there the entire time.
Yeah. Obviously, in the second stage, there was the whole thing where the 21 was in front of the 3, 24 got together and lost a lot, and that just ended up losing a lot of time for everybody else. But yeah, I mean, it's basically been those 3 cars. The 9 car has been there a little bit, but I don't think he's ever been in the lead. Well, he's been in the lead, but not really much long at all. Like, the other 3 cars have, been in the lead for way longer, so.
I think he has speed, but I don't think he has quite as much speed as the other 3 have had the entire race.
I'll be honest, he has speed to contend, but I don't think he has winning speed.
Yes.
I think that's what the 9. I think the other 3 have winning speed, but the 9 only has contending speed. Because there have been, I think there's been 1 or twice where he's fallen off the draft. So, and that, I mean, that just kind of relates to his speed and the fact that he might not have been able to hit his corners right, or whatever the case may be. But that's just all that is. Yeah, still 4-card battle though. I mean, the 9 card could win it, but I'm not gonna doubt that possibility. But I don't know if he'd be able to. I mean, look at the 9 card right now. He's about to lose the draft.
I think his car is just a little bit too loose.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, obviously with the wreck that happened in this race, that it's very controversial, at least in my eyes. I mean, the reason why that all started was because of the fact that he got loose off the corner and just flat out spun out. So I mean, that car was definitely loose. But the 9 car is back in the draft at least, so there's that. And like I mentioned before in the race, you have to watch out for the exit of turn 2. That's a place where it can really bite you and just basically turn you around like it did in the 9 car and that caution.
Most definitely.
Yeah. I do want to clarify though, I do not know if he did it intentionally or not, but it looks like it to me. But I do, there's like, looks like there's evidence that he did, but I do not know for sure if he did it or not. I just want to point that out. I don't want people to get mad at me for assuming stuff. I just want to point that out. It seems like it, but I have no idea. That is left out for discussion, basically.
Oh, yeah, 21. Really late move there.
Really late move, but it might have honestly worked. But nope, I think he ended up clipping the apron there a little bit. And just, I think with doing that, it kind of just killed his momentum. Oh, the 22? Is the 22 slow? Yeah, the 22 is slow. I wonder if he spun out. Coming off of 2.
I know that him and the 6 were running kind of close together, so maybe they made contact.
They might have made contact, but I feel like that was the case. That would have been, if they made contact and the 22 spun out, that would have been a caution, but they're not slowing down. So Tacitus tells me that he got loose off of turn 2 and just spun out.
Very well possible.
Yeah. Yep, still 24, 21, 3, 9 car all still in a group. Even the 9 car seems to be kind of in that state where he's not able to like stay close to them, but still stay in the draft. Yeah, those guys are together still, but there's only 10 laps to go in this race. The race has really flown by, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Michigan races usually end up going by pretty quick, just because of the high speeds that they run and just the minimal laps. Because the actual race is only 200 laps, and with them running a 50% race, it's only 100. So, them running 38-second lap times to, well, I shouldn't say 38, it's like 39 to 40 second lap times. This race will go by pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, we also had a few game cautions, so that obviously makes things go by a little quicker, but yeah. Right now, it seems like the racing, at least with these 4, I was going to say it's calmed down a little bit. I think the 21 might have tried to look on the inside of the 24 car at the exit of the turn, but I don't know. Oh, the 24, I think the 22 spun out again. He's just going to keep it on the inside, oh yeah, he just killed himself. That might bring out a caution, but it's relaxed caution, so I don't know if it will. But he basically killed himself. Oh, and he just spun out again.
I'd say his tires are shot.
His tires are shot. That could bring out a caution here, if he can't get it back going, which it looks like he's able to. As he almost hits the wall. Oh boy. Either he got really loose again, or he just tried killing it to try to bring out a caution. I watched it the whole time. He just completely turned left, so I think he's trying to bring out a caution here. Yeah, he's not keeping it straight. He's most definitely trying to bring out a caution. You can tell. And I'll be honest with you, he goes 2 laps down, his race is over. And his race is over. I think he's doing donuts, it almost looks like. What the heck?
I'll let him have it.
Yeah, I might as well let him have at it at this time, at this point. Because the relaxed cautions, they're not going to completely just be called for this. But there's 7 laps to go. I'm not going to completely focus on him anymore. Because I had a feeling that he might have done something like that. But I didn't know if he was going to. But meanwhile, we do have a battle for the lead here. The 21's trying to look under the 24 car. But the 24 car was able to roll that second line pretty nice through that corner.
It's very odd. They can continuously get to his inside, but they cannot pass him. It's quite astonishing, honestly.
I'll be honest, I'm not completely surprised. It seems like with a lot of tracks in this game that are more than a mile, that like it's not the
tight.
Yeah, that was very tight. It seems like like if you were to go up, stay high on the track, or run against the wall and straightaways and come down to the lowest point of the track, as we see the 21 try to go under the 24 again, like go to the lowest line, that's the best way to do it for most tracks. But if you're side by side and you have a car under you and you're on the wall, but you're not able to go onto the low line, you have to go to the lowest line. It seems like for a lot of tracks, if you can make it, like, you have a good chance of making it work, for sure.
Uh-oh. Okay, the 3 gets to the outside of the 24 here. I think the 21 and the 24 both had really bad corners right there.
Yeah. The 21 was kind of on the back bumper to 24 a little bit. I think the 24, yeah, I think that killed both of their momentum coming off the corner. So, yeah, they're side by side. Oh, the 21 goes under. Oh, yeah, I think he lets off a little bit. Oh, that was very tight. I just want to point out, though, the 9 cars away from the draft, they are battling right now with only 4 laps to go in this race. This is, like, getting really heated between these 3. And obviously I say 3 because the 9 car is not the draft again. But this is only going to make things intense. As we see the 22 just going slow on the apron again. I mean, he keeps on doing that. At one point he could potentially get a caution, but there's no point in doing that. There's no point in ruining a race for these 3 up here. But we have 2, I think 3 or 2 laps to go. It'd be 3 laps to go in this race. These 3 are really getting heated up here.
That 3 car is everywhere.
Almost seems like he's a little bit loose. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I necessarily care about how loose you are. You have to go. Almost seems like he's trying to set them up as well, maybe, but I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I'm the 21 car. Right now, I probably try to set him up in this corner. Even though there's 2 to go, I might want to start setting the 24 up in this corner. Because the 24 car has been very hard to pass, in general. Even though the 24 is like going on the outside. But I try to set him up as best I can to try to pass him in this upcoming corner. And also with that, I mean, this is only 2 to go. We're not in the last lap, so if he had that chance, which he gave a little bit of a shot to the 24. The 24, I think, got a bad corner because the 3 gave the shot to the 21. Running single file line, coming to the tri-oval. 1 lap to go, still sponsored by nobody. Please, somebody sponsor us. The 3 car is going to go on the outside of the 21 car. That does not help the 21 car in the sliders. But he's still going to try to go up top. He was not able to. The 24 got really slow. The 21 is going to try to look under him. Oh, the 20. Wow. Oh, the 24 just basically blocked him and made the 21 spin out.
Oh,
that just leaves 2 cars. Yeah, that's not going to make him happy, but that leaves 2 cars. And those are teammates, too. The 3 car has a high entry. The 24 entered low. The 3 car will try to go on his inside. Oh, they touched, but the 3 car hits the inside. The 24 comes off turn 4 cleanly. Coming to the line, the 24 will win his 3rd race in a row.
Wow.
That was
really good.
That was good.
Until turn 2.
Yeah, turn 2. That, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I don't know if I can necessarily blame the 24 for that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it doesn't mean the driver won't be happy. The 21, I think, will finish 5th. 6 will be 4th. 9 car will be 3rd. 22 ends up finishing last in this race because he was number of laps down here. I mean, it's just what it was. Yeah, he was 5 laps down, okay? That's not necessarily a great thing, but it is what it is at this point. But, yeah. It was a very interesting race. I did not expect the 24 to necessarily block the 21 to the point where he will end up spinning out. I thought he would have gave. I mean, I get you're supposed to race to win, and not necessarily give anybody any room. But at that point, he's kind of blocking on the apron. I don't know. I mean, what he did end up working out for him. That's all that matters. But, I mean, it is, I guess, a product of racing. As we saw Nate get the fastest lap in general, so we'll just back out of here because there's no reason to stay in the lobby. But how did you like this race overall? At least compare it to maybe Vegas, because that was the last race you actually saw. I could probably compare it to Auto Club, but
honestly, I mean, still great racing. There was less cars in this race than there was at Vegas, but still, honestly, produced really, really good racing. Side-by-side action, 3-wide action, quite often. Just honestly, it was a pretty good race up until those final couple corners where we just had some incidents, racing deals that I think could have been avoided. But honestly, it's just product sometimes of this game, or just the way that things happen sometimes. And I know that there are going to be some people that are mad about those moves, but at the day's end, we'll move on to next week, hopefully, and just try and get the best result that they can.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these people in the league are very competitive, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if they're upset. Honestly, I kind of expect that from them in general. But I'll be honest, I was not expecting this good of a race with only 6 people, like this good of a battle, at least for the front two, as opposed to like Auto Club. We had like I think 10 people race, and the racing was not that great overall. Like it was decent, but there wasn't much action for somebody like us to commentate on. Granted, you weren't there, but still, it was decent. Not much for us to commentate on. But this race, on the other hand, had a lot of battling, which I really liked. And I think I already said this, but I was not completely expecting that good of a race from a 6-car pack, but I really liked it. But yeah, I mean, this is how stuff goes. I'ma do a little something.
Oh.
Let's say I'm gonna ask or let's say nothing. I'm gonna ask Ryan if he wants to do an interview, if that's okay with you.
I don't care.
Okay. Obviously, I think we. I feel like we both had this same question.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Oh, Nate's been typing for quite a while now.
To you?
Yeah.
Oh, rip. Alright. Well, we have the winner right now of the 24 Car Trenton here with us. Here to do a little bit of an interview. Call hacks!
That's what we said about you last season in BC.
Listen. That's because there was 5 of us. I can't help that.
Yeah. So, JB, if you want to get started with the questions, go ahead.
Okay, number 1. We'll get to my favorite question in a minute. But how do you think your car was? I mean, you look like you definitely have one of the fastest cars. I think you, the 21 and the 3, definitely had pretty pretty good cars. I think one of you three was going to win, and obviously you did. So, what do you think of it?
Yeah, car was definitely decent. I would have liked for a little bit more drive, early in the run. I seemed to struggle a little bit, but I didn't want to mess with it too much because, like you pointed out, it was definitely fast.
All right, nice. So now, okay, I'm just going to come out and ask this question. So, what is your take on that last lap incident?
Tell me when I got into Nate.
Yes.
Well, when I came off a 2, my car was sideways like I was racing on dirt.
Oh, lovely. That's
and
always
nice. That's what got me down into Nate, is I was trying to save a loose race car.
Yeah. All right. James, you got anything?
All right. I think there's a question that I thought JB was gonna ask this, but I'll ask this anyways. And I think I think you could have seen this coming from a mile away once I asked you if you wanted an interview here. I think this was second stage. Obviously, you and the 3 car. Oh yeah, this was the second stage. You and the 3 car got together. It seemed like he tried to put a block on you, but you obviously weren't. Like, you were obviously at his quarter panel. What's your take on that ordeal?
It was pretty stupid considering how early in the stage it still was.
I mean, short and sweet answer, I guess. Well, we got somebody else in here.
I mean,
yeah.
I just don't really see the point, of why we're throwing a block like that early in the stage. If it had been for the stage win, then yeah, I could have understood it. But that early in the stage is just stupid.
Yeah. I feel like a part of me thinks that, or I feel like a part of the reason why that happened was because there was really aggressive racing all around. And I guess I'll ask you that. Did you like that aggressive racing? It just seemed like people were throwing blocks and just going for passes. I mean,
there's a difference between aggressive racing and making stupid moves.
Oh, I know.
The aggressive racing that Nate, even the 9 there some, and the 3 had most of the race was good. But that specific move that you asked me about, that was what you call being stupidly aggressive.
Right. So I'll be honest, I was kind of more pertaining about the aggressive racing in general, not that move, but the aggressive racing as a whole throughout the whole race.
But yeah, the aggressive racing throughout the entire race, that was fun. That I enjoyed. I had a blast racing against, Nate and the 3, and then even a little bit of the 9, even though we pulled the 9 about 15 laps into the run because he's chased out. He chokes a lot.
Oh. Alright, I have one more question, and I don't know if you guys can really much answer this, but I want to ask it anyways, because JB kind of heard me go on a little rant about this. There was a caution that came out, I think a game caution that came out, where the 9 and 22 got together on the backstretch.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be honest, the way I looked at it and caught it on my stream, it almost looked intentional. Do you guys think it might have been intentional?
I didn't see it, so I have no idea, honestly.
Alright, I was just asking, because it almost looked intentional.
The way the 22 is doing the burnouts in the infield, if that would have caused a caution, if people were going to edit my video, there'd have been some good moments for Radioactive in that one, in that phase itself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I mentioned that a little bit too. But, yeah, JB, do you have any questions at all?
No, fine, good.
No? Maybe you have, Nate, since you're here, you just put yourself into this position. I don't care what you say to it. You might have any questions for Nate?
Honestly, no. I don't got any for him.
All right.
Unless you have any, I'll let him off the hook for this one.
Well, so I don't get fined.
That's fair. But I'll just ask for a little simple question, because I already asked Trenton this. I might as well ask Nate this. How did you like the aggressive racing all around during the whole race?
It was fun. I enjoyed the 3 wide. I love when you can race and actually race 3-4 wide and be aggressive and shit. Oh.
Gosh dang it, Nate!
Sorry.
We first have a curse word
Stuff.
on the Tuesday league, and now this. What, that Tuesday was understandable. This is unacceptable. What the heck?
I'm gonna get
bad,
fined.
I have
No,
such a bad
it's fun.
filter, I didn't even know he swore. I didn't even realize.
No, it's like I loved it honestly. Like I don't remember what stage it was, but we were 3 wide for like a lap and a half, 2 laps, and we didn't kill each other or anything. Like it was awesome.
Well, that was probably my favorite part of the race, honestly, is the fact that we went 3 wide for like 2 straight laps. Like we I think we rubbed a little bit once, but other than that, we just went on our own.
I'm gonna say the stage 1 finish was one of my favorites though.
Stage 1
because
was fun too.
I beat him by probably an inch. Like just we were racing close like that stage 2, but just like how close the finish was awesome.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I have any more questions for you, but you just heard the 21 car Nate that finished 5th, and obviously the first person we interviewed was the race winner, who's won 3 wins in a row. Actually, I do have one more question for you. Now that I think about it, Trenton. You have 3 wins in a row now. How are you going to use this momentum as you carry on to next week's race?
I should like to. First off, I'd like to get a few more people in here and make it even. I think that'd make the racing even more fun. But yeah, I mean, I plan to carry the momentum. I mean, even in other leagues, so my finishes have been really well lately. Besides Talladega, which we're not going to discuss. But that's my plan, is to keep riding the momentum as long as it lasts.
Fair enough. I mean, we did discuss Talladega team, but I'm pretty sure JB will agree with you when he says that, or when you say that he does not want to, or you don't want to talk about Talladega at all.
No.
JB probably doesn't either.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, that was mentioned during the stream. But I don't think I really much have any more questions, nor do I think there's a necessity
It's
for
definitely
them.
cool knowing that our 2 HLM cars that are full time already have a win, and we can still say we've won 100% of the races.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Yeah. Yeah, though, thank you guys so much for coming to interview with us, even though, Nate, you probably just didn't realize it, but yeah, that ended up being the case, and you got yourself into this position, but it's...
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
Please
you're
don't
fine.
find me 50 points and $1,000 like Dale Jr. in 2005 or 4.
Oh, hey, Aldo, I could really use that
Just
$1,000.
Yeah,
right.
unfortunately, we're not the league.
I know
Are
I just got my
fine?
stimulus, but
Oh,
Just
Fine.
40. Hey Nate, just 49 points and $999.
Rip. But,
alright,
but
666 if that comes to me.
okay. Alright, so we'll end this right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure watch other races, maybe like the Auto Club race, Vegas race. Unfortunately, I do not have the 500 here, but I do have the Clash. Make sure you guys watch that, and I'll see
That's
you
what
guys
it
next
is.
week.
That's